Hi family, This is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and colon hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. This video is a continuation of my 8-part series in regards to planets, the energy of the week, the color of the week, and how that ties into your digestion. So today I just so happened to finish a spiritual, um, what would I call it? It's so many things that I just did with my client just now. Um, let's just say I guided her through her portals, for a lack of better words. We had a sacred ceremony just now. And so one of my sacred robes is the one that I have on, and just so happened that I grabbed the robe that goes along with today's colors, which are purple and blue, or blue. Purple and blue, or purple or blue. Just depends on which way you want to go. And so when I started writing notes for this video, I looked at my jacket or my robe. I was like, oh, I'm already like focused on that path, that road, which is so beautiful because it's like your permission slip to say, yes, keep going. When you have coincidences, or when you have luck happen, or when you have when things roll out the way they're supposed to roll out, it's like your permission slip to keep going. I love permission slips. Like, keep telling me, yes, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. Keep telling me that. Like, I need to know these things. So today's Jupiter. Jupiter's colors are blue and royal purple, which is probably one of my two favorite colors that I reach for when I do ceremonies, specifically blue, because of the water. I'm definitely a water bender as a colon therapist, straight out the gate. Me and water are like ace boon coons. Like, you've never had a colon therapy session until your colon therapist is ace boon coon with water. Straight out the gate. Like, me and water, we have intellectual conversations. She tells me about history. She tells me about what can be presented for the future. I mean, me and her go in. Like, we are good to go. So Jupiter is all about expansion, right? So Thursday is represented by Jupiter. Hence the reason why I had my client sacred ceremony on a Thursday, because it's all about expansion, opening, widening, opening the pathways, opening the channels, opening the roads. You know, there's been a lot of conversation about road openers lately, moving things out of the way so that there's a clear flow of energy moving down the pipeline. So that's what we did today, technically, in her session, under the energy of Jupiter on today's day, which is Thursday. And she also had on purple today as well. I do my best to infuse, like, if you are coming in for a sacred ceremony or a sacred clearing, or we're doing a meditation class or a sound bowl class, or if you're coming in for Reiki, you can always say, Mo, what color should I wear to really infuse and implement what we're doing today? And I'll tell you, sometimes there's so many parts of your appointment, I can't remember everything. But normally I'm pretty good at saying, oh, by the way, sis, or by the way, king, you may want to think about wearing white today, or wearing this color today, because it will do A, B, and C. I'm always going to be an educator at the forefront, so you don't have to worry about that. Once again, I'm just looking at my notes, make sure I give you what I want to share with you. Thursday is all about Thursday, in conjunction with Jupiter, is all about expansion. It's all about abundance and health. It's all about moving from a cup overflowing versus a cup that needs to be filled or fulfilled, if that makes sense. It's about knowing without a shadow of a doubt that you are well. There's nothing wrong. Everything is moving the way it's supposed to move. There's nothing broken. Thursdays are the day of affirming you have everything that you need. Everything is in the right way, at the right time, the way it's supposed to be done. That's what Jupiter is all about. That's what Thursday is all about, the energy of Thursday. So how does that correlate and roll over into the foods that you eat and how you are affected digestion wise? Well, if you are stuck in a cycle of saying and affirming that you are not well, that you are broke, that you don't have what you need, you're going to have this feeling at the pit of your stomach where there's a constant longing. If it's not a longing, it's a constant, I didn't have a full bowel movement. Or when you go to the restroom to have a number one, just to go urinate, it's not going to feel like either one, you're not releasing everything, or you're peeing so much, you're like, what is happening? Well, either way you go right now, you're not satisfied because you're operating from a space of I can't, shoulda, coulda, woulda, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Jupiter in Thursday is all about the complete opposite. So the way that it will affect your digestion is feeling upset, feeling queasy, feeling nauseous, because you're going backwards. Does that make sense? You're not going forwards, you're going backwards. So you're going to feel like off. You might reach for some coffee, which I hope you did not, because you've been working with me and watching my videos, and you know that you should have reached for ginger, or just plain warm water will do you so good, right? So that's what that looks like in a upset type of way. If you are in alignment with Thursday and Jupiter and your self-care, your self-mastery, and your digestion is moving exactly the way it should be, you will be free of any types of aches and pains. You will probably be reaching for a lot of good tea, a lot of good honey. You probably had fruit today. Most likely you had about 2 bowel movements that were very full and good, and they got an A+. If you had to do a poop test, you got an A. You don't feel like bloated or distended or anything like that. Like everything is in a neutral zone. And what most people don't understand is that neutral zone is needed. You're not always going to be in a passive digestion. You're not always going to be in an active digestion. Sometimes you're just going to be neutral when you feel like nothing is going on, but actually there's a whole lot of observation going on in your body. Your body is going and saying, okay, we like this, we don't like that, we're going to move that there, we're going to move that there. And then when it's time for us to start detoxing or urinating or defecating, it's going to go down that pipeline, then that's going to go down that pipeline. You don't always have to be in an active state. Nothing on the planet, and let me just help you, nothing on the planet operates 24/7. Even the sun sets. Okay? So it's okay to be in a neutral zone. It's okay to be neutral. It's okay to be still. Actually, God said, be still and know that I am God, which technically that's all we are supposed to be doing. Like everything else after that is you. Everything after that, as far as chaos, is you. Everything after that, that's success, is you. Because God said, be still and know that I am God. That's all we're supposed to be doing. So Really quick, I want to give you some foods that you may want to enjoy. You can enjoy some sweet potatoes, some squash, some quinoa, something that's very grounding and rooting along those ways. If you don't want to eat those types of foods, you can drink the foods that are the color of like orange, or tangerine-ish color, like teas, like you can do a rose tea would be kind of orangey. You can do orange. Actually, well, it depends on how you steep it with a rose. It'll turn orange or it'll turn like a pinkish, opaquish color. Let me see. Lemon water is phenomenal on Thursdays. Lemon in general is just phenomenal. Something to think about as far as meditating. You want to meditate on abundance and health, wealth, and well-being. As always, as you should. But that's really what you want to focus on your Thursdays. Okay? So I hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and clean up upstairs, change my clothes and everything, and get out of here and get ready for mañana's clients. I appreciate you greatly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or would like to be trained and do what I do have a colon therapy course that starts next month, which is January 2025. We start on the 19th, which is a Sunday. It is a 3-month program online, followed by a 6-day in-person training. You can go to my website, mbcwellnessinstitute.com, to learn about that. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one for coaching or colon hydrotherapy, you want to visit Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. Until then, be and stay amazing. Mwah.